Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Steve Ball with Restoring Families Internet Radio. I'm the curator of Custody Wars. We're gonna have our friend here join us momentarily. We're gonna talk about what is happening um, with this. We're hitting this thing hard. Just moving down the line, inviting some friends. Getting some people on board. Are you there? All right. How is everybody doing today? I'm trying to get on with Slaven here for a moment. We are in the middle of Operation POTUS, and based on what I'm seeing right now, Operation POTUS is effective, but we need all of you. We are effective. We are having a serious impact, and we're moving this thing forward. I need you all. I'm serious. I'm not joking. I'm not playing. I need you all to engage right now, Operation POTUS. And what we're doing is we're sending a clear and distinct message to the President of the United States of America that family law needs to be abolished or reformed, and we're having an effect already. There are already comments rolling in on his Twitter, on his Facebook. We need to continue. We cannot stop. We have to be relentless. Let us take over his social media, not platform, but his social media highway, if you will. We are going to send this message directly to the President of the United States of America that the American citizenry has had enough with this current status quo. It has to change. Our families are tired of being busted up. We're tired of being alienated. We're tired of social services stepping in and removing our families' children out from underneath them. Powerful, good parents that rather than having their children separated, we need other avenues that create support. Robert Slaven, thank you for joining us.
It's working. I'm pumped up, brother. It's working. I'm pumped up. It's working. Okay, look, we got to keep hammering at this. For me, like I said, I'll give you 5 minutes. I got to go back inside with my daughter.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know what
have
I
a
mean?
lot of time right now myself, but look, I'm pretty excited. I went on to Custody Wars' Twitter account, and I hammered the president on about 20 or so of his posts. You know, hey, make family law
Right.
reform a priority. Abolish Title 4E. Abolish Title 4D. We need this change. America needs this change. And this change, if we make this change in the United States of America, it will filter down. You know, we're going to talk about
Well,
shutting. Go ahead.
Fran's on her other page. I'm out on the porch because I keep this stuff away from Brooklyn. But Fran's out on the. She's on her page saying we treat or Trump tweets we treat. That is hard to say. She was having a tongue twister too, trying to say it right. But listen, we've already got letter in the background from certain individuals. I'm not going to mention their names. That yes, they are doing away with Title 4E. They are doing some reforms to it. Supposedly, what I read, it seemed like it was they were only going to fund. They sent the letter out of what they've been proposing, and they were only going to fund Title 4E 2 weeks, people. That's a lot better than they've been doing. Okay, so basically what that boils down to is they're not going to give these people all this funding money for them through the foster homes and through the adoption agencies. So I have already received confirmation of that. And look, just a little guy from a country town, he's a big guy from the Washington State. We're reaching people, and you know what? This is for the kids. This is for the kids. We're fed up with it. For the kids.
Well, ladies and
all
gentlemen,
right?
exactly what we need to have happen is, and I'm serious about this. Many of you guys know how long that I myself have been fighting my battle. Many of you guys know Mr. Slaven, how long he's been going through it, and many of you guys know what you have gone through. We've got Operation POTUS. We've got this at our fingertips. Look, we've sent messages to congressmen, senators. We have judges that have said, you know what, I would back that, but right now the law ties my hands, okay, because they are administrators of the law. Now, if we have the highest law enforcement agent in the country support this reform, ladies and gentlemen, we could actually see real change in 2018. That doesn't mean we're going to stop with the rallies. That doesn't mean we're going to stop with our boosters. That doesn't mean that we're going to stop with our shows. That means we are going to march harder and faster and be louder and not be silent and bring awareness to more people. We're not recruiting for a religion. We're recruiting for our futures, our families, our sons and our daughters. That's what this is all about. That's where we're moving towards. And it takes each and every single one of you to get us there. If you see President Trump post,
Time and time again, I've stated. I mean, and you've heard me state it time and time again. I just sit there and I put a pillow over my face sometimes and say, man, can you believe that we are fighting to be a parent to our kids? So this fight is ridiculous. I mean, we're just parents trying to see our kids, and this, to fight this, to do this, I'm not proud of this fight, but it is the fight that I got stuck into, and I usually don't back down from a fight. I never have. And when I first started this, I was beat up. You know what I mean? They beat me up. They beat me for 12 rounds and send me home crying. I laid on the couch for months to heal from this beating. Right now, I'm ready to, lay my licks and lay my blows and lay my everything. We got this social media platform. We're using it well. I'm proud of Fran. I will say this to everybody. Operation POTUS is active. It's active as can be. I've said this before. Hashtag every group. We lead by example, people. We lead by example. Put all the stuff behind you. Hashtag all the groups so they know that we're there and they know how many people's there, okay? The Fathers' Rights Movement, Colorado Springs Fathers' Rights, Brandon Madrid, Custody Wars, Punish for Protecting,
Truth Exposed, Restoring Freedom, Judicial Accountability Movement,
Justice for Angelica, Connie Reguli, Family, what is it, Family First Project?
Yeah.
Is that what she's running to? Because she's on live, dude, promoting this too with us, okay? And that's big, all right? I mean, that's big. So, look, we're not wanting to be mean or harsh, or we're not even wanting to fight. We just want to be parents, and that's it. So please, hop on board with us. Let's take this down, and let's see if we can all become better people, raise our kids. If you don't see the effects that divorce court has caused to this country nowadays, I mean, for Christ's sakes, people, kids are eating freaking Tide Pods. So, I mean, eating Tide Pods, you got kids killing themselves. You got kids coming out and speaking about this now. You got grandparents that have been alienated, completely wiped off the planet from their grandchildren. Look, this has got to stop. So, and this is the way we're going to make it stop. I believe that deep in my heart. And there's no paperwork that we could push fast enough like we're pushing this. So let's push this and let's get it out. And people, keep doing what you're doing, because I'm proud. I'm proud. This morning I woke up, I was aggravated, man. I was so aggravated because nobody was doing it. So I threw a little temper tantrum on Facebook, and people started getting a hold of me. And, I guess sometimes maybe it's all right to throw a temper tantrum, 44 years old, kicking and screaming like a little bitty. 4
Well,
years old, but
well, here's where we're
this
at. Here's where we're at. With Operation POTUS, we have a real opportunity here to use Trump's highway against him. Okay, he loves social media. That's his game. You know what? There are so many members in this movement, and so many people that maybe aren't members, but they're sympathizers. They're aware, and you know what? This is their opportunity to say, "Hey, look, my mom, my dad, my uncle, my brother, my friend has gone through this shit long enough. It is time to rectify Title 4E, rectify Title 4D. It's time to take a look at our courts. It's time to bounce out some of the bad actors. It's time to make America great again." If that's what Trump wants to do, this is his avenue. Nothing in this country can exist without one thing: a solid family foundation. Nothing else.
That's
Nothing
right.
else matters.
That's
No
right.
military is going to matter. No corporation is going to matter. No educational facility is going to matter without having one thing: a solid family foundation. And nobody's saying that you have to
Right.
continue to stay married to the person that you don't like. Look, nobody's saying that at all. But there is equality that has got to be reciprocated in our courts. And without that reciprocation, we are not getting justice or fair and impartial justice through our courts. It has to be reciprocated in every single judge in this country. And we're not seeing that now.
Look, don't infringe on my property, and I won't infringe on your Facebook page. How about that? Huh? Don't infringe on my property. So, look, the laws are there. I've stated this earlier today. The laws are there. Um, Actually, the laws are there for divorce court, but it's they don't play by the even with the rules lined out. And this is what I've been trying to tell people. Even with the rules there, written in stone, okay, they still don't play by the rules. So everybody that's filing all this paperwork and all this stuff, if you think that they're going to follow your rules, yeah, they're not going to make it a dog and pony show. This is a great idea and everything, and I don't believe that everything will be put on the back burner, but I do believe that most things will be thrown in the back of the closet, okay, because that's what's happening right now with what we do got. All right, we got the laws to protect our families, but nobody applies them, right? Nobody enforces the laws. So here's that was what I was wanting to do was do exactly what's happening. And okay, let's forget all the paperwork. Let's quit killing trees so we can quit filing these paperwork against these people because we're about ready to get into the rainforest over it, you know? Look, all we got to do is comment on his post, and it's that simple. I'm talking Facebook and Twitter. A lot of people's hammering him on Twitter. I'm hammering him on Facebook. I'm hammering him on Twitter both. So I'm excited. My blood is pumping. I've stood out on this front porch about 0-degree weather for about 10 minutes, and I'm just now getting cold. So if that tells you anything, I'm excited. I'm excited about this. This is the thing that I wanted to happen a year and a half ago. You know what I mean? This is what I wanted to happen a year and a half ago. I think I talked to you, Stephen, about it, last night. We got a time window here with President Trump. They're trying to impeach him. The liberals are putting out assassination hits on him. It's all over the media, and it's everywhere. See, and they're trying to, and not saying that I support everything that he's about, but people, you gotta admit everything that he said he would do, he's doing. So whether it was radical or whether it was hateful or however he had to do it, get his message across, and whatever he said he was going to do, what he's doing, and he's doing it. I believe he is for the American people. He don't need our money. He's got his own money. You know what I mean? He don't need our money. So, I mean, look, Operation POTUS is active, and I'm pumped up.
All
and
right.
You guys keep blasting away. I'm gonna go see my daughter.
That's exactly it. We need to.
I love each.
We need
Go
to
ahead.
take this message, and we need to take this message and literally plaster it on President Trump's social media networks, his outlets. And if we do this, and like I put a timetable of 90 days, I want to see a response, a public response in 30. Okay, we cannot stop. Morning, noon, and night, ladies and gentlemen. First thing you do in the morning, check your Facebook. President Trump posts something. We're on it posting something back. He comes back at lunchtime and posts something. We're on it posting two or three, 5 times more. Okay, every time
Yes.
he hits something, he says, I went golfing today. What does that have to do with family law reform? I met with the president of Siberia. I don't give a shit. That's not family law reform. It does not matter. If he does something, we do it 5 times more. And we're going to do it on his platform. They start blocking people, it only means that we're getting to them, and we hit them harder and faster. They cannot block the 5 or so million of us that are sitting here screaming for family law reform. It ain't going to happen. They're going to have to address it. He wants to play, we're going to play too. I'm not telling anybody. Now, you listen to me, all of you. Nobody in custody wars, and I'm going to speak for some other groups, nobody in restoring freedom, nobody at RFIR, nobody with judicial accountability movement is to threaten in any way, shape, or form any leader, any civic leader whatsoever. The minute you threaten them, I promise you, I will bounce you myself. You want to bring awareness, that's fine. You threaten the president of the United States of America. I'm an ex-soldier, dude, and you'll have me to deal with. He is the president. That office is to be respected no matter who is sitting in it. The American people spoke. He voted in. That's the way it is, okay? I wasn't a huge fan of Obama, I admit that. But as a soldier, I took an oath, and I would take a bullet for the man. That's my job as a soldier. Today, I'm working with hundreds, perhaps thousands of my fellow citizens to bring about this change. This isn't radical change. This isn't crazy. This is for the future of our country, ladies and gentlemen, the future of our family right in front of you. Your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren. Do you want your grandchildren sitting there telling their kids, I don't know where I came from? Because somewhere in the record, the
Right.
state of Washington got involved and took my grandma away. There's a foster family. That's not you. That's not your genetics. That's just your bloodline. That's not your biology. I'm not saying the
Brother, we're going to
Go ahead.
we're going to end it. We're going to end it. We're going to end that. We're going to end grandparents not knowing their grandkids.
Right.
We're going to end this.
Right.
We are. I believe that. I believe that we're on the right track now. But listen, Stephen, much respect for you. Love you, brother.
No, it's all right. You go ahead and head out of here. I'll take another minute or two and close this up. But I appreciate you joining us. I appreciate the update. I am going to put this video here on my YouTube account, Custody Wars, so everybody can see it over there.
Peace, people.
All right, stay warm.
Peace be with you. Yes, God bless.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, got an update there with Robert Slaven. Operation POTUS is in full swing. It's in full effect. It is having an impact out there. When you guys watch this video, I want you to think to yourselves, did I comment on President Trump's social media outlets? And I want you to take that moment and get it done. I got to bounce. God bless y'all.